Let's fly with Captain Tappers.
Hi guys, a warm welcome to Newcastle Airport, and today we are on leg 9 of our UK tour. We are flying from Newcastle to Belfast. Without further ado, let's get into the cockpit. Today's flight should be 40 to 50 minutes, 165 nautical miles and up to flight level 180.
Hey Captain, I'm Ella May and it's my first day with Tappers Airways. If there is anything I can do for you, then please don't hesitate to ask.
Hi Ella, a warm welcome to Tappers Airways, and I certainly will do. We've only got 10 minutes before departure, so time to get the skates on.
Captain, we are ready for boarding.
Thank you.
Hello. Welcome aboard.
Time to turn on the FMC. Make sure the flight plan is loaded.
Hi.
Fuel and cargo is on board.
Welcome. Welcome aboard.
Pressurise the cabin, or the passengers will be very sleepies.
Welcome. Let me take that for you. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ella May and I'm your Chief Flight Attendant. On behalf of Captain Tappers and myself, welcome aboard.
Echo, Golf, November, Tango, Airport Information, Juliet 1120, Zulu, Weather, Wind 191 at 11, Visibility 10, Sky Condition, Few clouds at 1800, Temperature 21, Dew point 14, QNH 1001, Advise on initial contact, you have information, Juliet, Echo, Golf.
So we've got an 11 knot wind, good visibility and a few clouds at 1800 feet, so we'll probably be using runway 25 today.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you haven't already done so, please stow your carry-on luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead locker. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt. Also make sure your seat back and folding trays are in their full upright position.
Newcastle Airport Information Zulu 1215 Zulu Wind 19 at 11 Visibility 18 Sky condition Few clouds at 1800 Temperature 21 Dew point 14 Altimeter 2956 ILS Runway 25 in use Landing and departing runway 25 VFR aircraft stay direction of flight all air.
So the ATIS has confirmed we will be using runway 25.
Newcastle ground, Tappers 1700 is type IFR Aldergrove, ready to copy. Tappers 1700 is cleared. Aldergrove Airport as filed. Fly runway heading. Climb and maintain altitude 8,000. Departure frequency is 124.375. Squawk 3237. Tappers 1700 cleared to Aldergrove Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain altitude 8,000. Departure on 124.375, squawk 3237. Tappers 1700 correct. Contact ground on 121.725.
Squawk code and autopilot set for our initial climb. So we can now turn off the external power. And I think now would be a good time for us to have a look at the airport charts. Pushing back from gate 5 onto taxiway Alpha, turning right onto Delta, following all the way to the end, and then turning right onto runway 25.
Captain, the cabin is all secure. All passengers are on board. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are seated next to an emergency exit, please read carefully the special instructions card located in the seat pocket in front of you. If you do not wish to perform the functions described in the event of an emergency, please ask a flight attendant to reseat you. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight.
Newcastle ground, Tappers 1700 with information Zulu. Request taxi IFR. Tappers 1700 taxi landing point 40, runway 25. Using taxiway Alpha Delta. Contact tower on 119.7 when ready. Taxi holding point 14.
Well, it's good to know I got my bearings right. That's a good start. And now to do my captain bit.
Good morning and welcome on board this flight to Belfast. Our flight time will be around 50 minutes or so. On the flight deck this morning is myself, Captain Tappers, and First Officer Gavin James. There's a little bit of weather between here and Belfast. We'll do our very best to avoid most of it. Might be a little bit bumpy. We've just been given clearance to depart from the gate, so we will be leaving on time. In the cabin today, for your comfort, but primarily for your safety, is our colleague LMA, who will give you a demonstration of the equipment used on this Beechcraft B1900D. I would very much appreciate it if you can give it your full attention. It is important and is for the safety of everybody on board our flight. Please also follow any instructions LMA give you in the unlikely event of an emergency situation. So we'd like you to sit back, relax, and I'll hand over to Ella, and we'll be away very shortly. Thank you.
Once again, Captain Tappers and crew would like to welcome you on board this Beechcraft B1900D for a flight to Belfast. Before we proceed with the safety demonstration, please ensure all portable electronic devices are in a flight safe mode. The cabin crew must be informed immediately if any electronic device is damaged, hot, produces smoke, is lost, or falls into the seat structure. My name is Ella May, and I am your chief flight attendant today. I am on board for your comfort, but primarily for your safety. May I now have your attention as we demonstrate our safety procedures and equipment. The emergency exits and brace position to be adopted in the event of an emergency are shown on the safety card, which is in the seat pocket in front of you. In the unlikely event of an evacuation, proceed immediately to your nearest exit. The exits on board are located 2 in front of the cabin, 1 either side, and 2 over wing exits, 1 either side in the middle of the cabin. Please take a moment to locate the nearest exit, which may be behind you. If you are instructed to leave the aircraft urgently, the emergency floor guidance system will guide you to the nearest exit. You must leave all your belongings behind. The seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and unfastened like this. Your life jacket is under your seat. If required, remove the jacket from its container and pass it over your head. Cross the tapes at the back and tie underneath the jacket in a double knot. Do not inflate until you are outside of the aircraft. The jacket is inflated by pulling the red toggle downwards. Should it need more air, blow into this tube. It also has a light and a whistle. We also carry children's flotation equipment. In preparation for takeoff, please ensure that your seat belts are fastened, tray tables and seat backs are upright, with the armrests down, and hand luggage is placed under the seat in front of you. May we remind you we operate a no smoking policy. We wish you a pleasant flight.
Pushback complete, and now we need to do a control check. Full left, full right, up, down, rudder, full left, full right. Control check complete. Flap set. So this is Alpha, and we follow this round, and then we're looking for Delta, which should be upon the right hand side. And this should be Delta. Now I'm not sure if I've missed the taxiway signs to say that this is definitely Delta, but I'm 99% sure that it is. If it's not, then this could be a dead end. Could be kind of interesting. We've probably got a couple of minutes before we actually get to the threshold of the runway, so I think now is a good opportunity just to say a big thank you for sticking with me. It's not been the easiest ride over the last year and a half, but it's nice to be back with you guys again and to be flying once again. It's another relaunch, believe it or not, but this one hopefully is going to be for keeps. You would have already noticed some subtle changes, and there's still a few more to come. Also, I'm over the moon that we have passed 100 subscribers, which is fantastic news. That really makes me happy, so a big thank you to each and every one of you for being on board with Tapas Airways. It means a lot to me. So immediate plans: after this flight there will be a 100 subscriber special video, and I'm thinking of doing a behind the scenes kind of thing, so how I make these videos, how they're recorded, put together, that sort of stuff. That's the immediate plan. And also, whilst we are in Belfast, we are going to have a look at something for the future. That's all I'm going to say at this stage. I'm quite excited about that. We haven't had much luck with the wind today, because whenever I've flown from Newcastle, it's always a runway 7 departure, which is a really short taxiway from gate 5. And of course today the wind is in the opposite direction, which means another long taxiway. We haven't had much luck with these recently. Not quite as long as, I think it was in Wick, I can't remember, the ridiculously long one. But hopefully it won't be too long now. So we are finally approaching runway 25. So we need to hold here and ask for permission to depart. Hopefully this time we can have a straight out departure, unlike last time where we were waiting around ages, weren't we? I don't think I've moved up enough. Just going to increase power to move up to the holding point. That's better. Right, let's ask Tower for permission to go. Fingers crossed.
Newcastle Tower, Abers 1700, ready to go. Runway 25, IFR to Aldergrove. Abers 1700, cleared for takeoff. Runway 2, IFR surface 21, niner treated 11. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 25, Abers 1700.
Nice. That's what I like. So in traditional Tapas Airways style, a rolling takeoff is required. .80 knots. V1. Rotate.
Average 1700. Contact Newcastle departure on 124.375. Over 2124.375. Average 1700. Goodbye. Newcastle departure average 1700 is at 1,300, climbing altitude 8,000. Average 1700, Newcastle departure, roger. Altimeter 2956. Average 1700, turn left heading 250, zoom on navigation, climb altitude 8,000. Turn left heading 250, resume on navigation, climb altitude 8,000. Average 1700.
Now, as we got the kettle from Argos, as you may remember if you were on board with the last flight, there will be beverages served today, much to the passengers' delight. So in order for me to get to cruise altitude a bit quicker than normal, I'm using a climb rate of 1,500 feet today. Looking out the window, we can see the River Tyne, and the road that you can see next to the Tyne is the A69, which is the major northern trunk road running east-west across the Pennines. The scenery that we are using today is being provided by Orbex for Orbex England and Orbex Global, and the excellent UK 2000 for Newcastle and Belfast airports. We are now passing 5,000 feet. Once we get up to 10,000 feet, we can let the passengers move about the very small cabin, and LMA will begin our drinks and deli service. Once we get to our cruising altitude, I will then give you some facts about today's destination, which is of course Belfast. As you can see from the flight radar, there are a few other planes in the air around us that we need to be aware of. This flight was actually due to take place a week ago, however, the weather was appalling, so passengers didn't want to leave the terminal. Can't say I blame them. Now of course I could have turned off the weather engine, which would have meant we would have flown in perfect conditions, with blue sky. But where's the fun in that? I like to try and make it as realistic as possible, which means if the weather's bad, we try and either fly in bad weather, or if the passengers are going to get stroppy like they did last week, we'll stay in the terminal until the weather improves. A 1,000 feet to go until we reach 8,000 feet.
First 1700, climb altitude 14,000.
Setting autopilot to 14,000 and acknowledge.
Average 1700. First 1700. Contact Carlisle approach. Sun 123.6. Over 2123.6. Amber's 1700. Goodbye. Carlisle approach. Amber's 1700 is at 9,800. Climbing altitude 14,000. Amber's 1700. Carlisle approach. Roger. Altimeter 2959er. Amber's 1700. Contact Manchester Control on 118.775. Contact Manchester Control on 118.775. Amber's 1700. Thanks for the help. Bye.
Contacting Manchester Control.
Manchester Control. Amber's 1700 is at 10,900. Climbing altitude 14,000. Amber's 1700. Manchester Control. Roger. Altimeter 2959er.
The seatbelt sign has been turned off. You're free to move about the cabin. However, we encourage you to remain seated with your seatbelts fastened at all times in case of unexpected turbulence. It is now safe for you to use your portable electronic devices.
Jersey 886. Descend and maintain altitude 8,000. Descend altitude 8,000. Jersey 886. Jersey 886. Contact Scottish Control at 119.875. Contact Scottish Control at 119.875. Jersey 886. Thanks for the help. Bye.
Captain, can I get you a tea, coffee or soft drink? Nothing alcoholic for you.
Can I have a tea, please?
No problem.
So a relatively smooth flight so far. The trouble with flying this tin can is that it does not get buffered about sometimes. So according to the readout, we will be landing in about 55 minutes time. I'm sure that will change as we get to cruise altitude and the speed will increase, so that should bring the time down.
Maintain flight level 180. Climb flight level 180. Amber is 1700.
Here's your tea, Captain Tappers.
Oh, perfect timing. Thank you very much. Now I'm guessing right now, but we will probably be landing on runway 25, so we need to set the nav frequency to 109.900.
Proceed on course. Descend flight level 200. Turn right, heading 340. Proceed on course. Descend and maintain flight level 200. Jersey 886.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments, I'll be passing through the cabin to offer you hot and cold drinks, as well as a light snack. Alcoholic drinks are also available and are of course free of charge, compliments of the captain.
welcome back. We're now going to check the weather at Belfast. I've also decreased altitude to 17,000 as it was getting a bit bumpy.
Echo Golf Alpha Alpha Airport information November 1150 Zulu weather wind 223 at 16 visibility 10 sky condition 3400 scattered Echo Golf Alpha Alpha Airport information November 1150 Zulu weather wind 005 at 1.
So it's fairly breezy with a 16 knot wind, good visibility though, and a few scattered clouds at 3,400 feet, so that's pretty good really. I will check when we get closer to Belfast though. And while we are in the cruise, now will be a good time to tell you some facts about our destination today. Belfast International Airport is 11.5 nautical miles northwest of Belfast in Northern Ireland. Formerly known as Aldergrove Airport, after the nearby village of Aldergrove, Belfast International is Northern Ireland's busiest airport and the second busiest airport on the Isle of Ireland, after Dublin. In 2018, over 6.2 million passengers travelled through the airport, marking a 7.4% increase compared with 2017. Major carriers include EasyJet, Jet2, Ryanair, Thomas Cook Airlines, TUI, Virgin and Wizz Air. Belfast is the capital and largest city in Northern Ireland. Readily viewed from any area of the city, Belfast's famous cranes are called Samson and Goliath. They are the biggest freestanding cranes anywhere in the world, and they have been classified as official historical monuments. The Titanic was built in Belfast, and 1/3 of the population of Northern Ireland lives in Belfast. On average, it rains 157 days a year, less than Scotland but more than Dublin. And one final fact, John Wood Dunlop invented the pneumatic tyre in Belfast. So I hope you found some of those facts interesting. I certainly learned a few things, and passengers probably will just find where the nearest bar is in Belfast.
Easy 717, descend and maintain altitude 16,000. Towers 1700, your 63 miles southeast, turn right heading 310, descend altitude 8,000. Expect vector ILS, runway 25, approach. Easy 717, your 901 miles southeast, turn right heading 335, descend altitude 16,000. Expect vector ILS, runway 25, approach. Turn right heading 335, descend and maintain altitude 16,000. Expect vector ILS, runway 25, approach. EC 717. Turn right heading 310, descend and maintain altitude 8,000. Expect vectors ILS, runway 25, approach. Towers 1700.
So my hunch was right, we will be landing on runway 25, and we have been cleared to descend to 8,000 feet.
Easy 717, turn left heading 310. Turn left heading 310. EC 717.
And as we already tuned the nav radio in to 109,900, there's no further action for me to take at this time. And as you can see, from the right hand side window is the Isle of Man. as we begin our initial descent, I just need to keep an eye on the speed. So assuming there aren't any delays, we should be on the ground in about 20 minutes or so.
Echo Golf Alpha Alpha Airport information Papa 1220 Zulu weather wind 253 at 15 visibility 10 sky condition few clouds at 2,700 3,900 scattered temperature 16 dew point 12 QNH 0999 advise on initial contact you have information Papa Echo Golf Alpha
Easy 717 descent altitude 4,000 descent altitude 4,000 EC 717
So weather conditions have changed just very slightly. Wind has decreased a little bit and the cloud base has dropped down a little bit as well. But I'm still pretty happy with those conditions. Now one of the big changes, which you probably have already noticed today, is that the amount of staff that works for Tappers Airways has gone from 2 to 4. We have our first officer, Gavin James, who's helping me out today, and of course, as well as Chelsea, who is currently on holiday, we now have Ella May, who's our new Chief Flight Attendant. Ella has kindly agreed to also help out with our marketing, so she's going to double up as our marketing director, so we can get more passengers, get bigger planes. So that's the plan for the next 6 months.
120.85 Amherst 1700, good day. Ronald Swain approach Amherst 1700, visit 10,600, descending altitude 8,000. Amherst 1700, Ronald Swain approach, roger. Altimeter 2952.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and refasten your seatbelt.
Amherst 1700, contact Manchester Control at 118.775. Ronald Swain approach, EC 717, visit 11,300, descending altitude 4,000. EC 717, Ronald Swain approach, roger. Altimeter 2954. Over 2118.775, Amherst 1700, thanks, bye-bye. Manchester Control Amherst 1700, receiving 8,800, forward altitude 8,000. Amherst 1700, Manchester Control, roger. Altimeter 2951. KLM 685, contact Scottish Control at 119.875. Over 211.9.875, KLM 685, thanks, bye. Amherst 1700, contact Belfast approach at 130.85. Over 2130.85, Amherst 1700, goodbye. Belfast approach, Amherst 1700, with you. Towers 1700, Belfast approach, roger. Altimeter 2950. Towers 1700, descend altitude 2000. Towers 1700, descend and maintain 2500. Descend 2500. Towers 1700.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seat belt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead lockers. Thank you.
Sorry for the silence there, had a bit going on to try and remain focused. Just passing through 7,000 feet. And we are now flying over Northern Ireland. Before we get to the business end of the flight, I would just like to let you know that LMA will be coming to Tappers Airways HQ in July, so if you do have any questions that you would like to ask her, please add them to the comments below. Clean ones only, and unfortunately she will not be giving out her phone number.
Belfast approach, EC 717 is leaving 5,300 for altitude 4,000. EC 717, Belfast approach, roger. Altimeter 2951.
As you just heard, that's the Bourse ident for Belfast Airport, so we are in range of the ILS.
Turn right, heading 335. Turn right, heading 335. Towers 1700.
As expected, as we are now over land, it's getting a bit more bumpy. Just passing through 4,000 feet, and the airport should be on our left hand side. Just keep an eye on the indicator, little green board when it starts moving to the left. We are going a bit faster than I would like, so I am going to reduce the speed. As we are under the cloud cover, we should have good visibility and we should be able to see the airport from about 10 miles out.
Towers 1700, traffic is 1 o'clock, 4 miles at 2,500, Bombardier, report them in sight.
Now where is that plane? I can't see it.
Towers 1700, you are Tower 20 miles. East turn left heading 275. Descent is maintain 2,500. Clear ILS. Runway 25. Approach. Maintain 2,500 until established on the localizer. Contact Aldergrove Tower on 118.3. Turn left heading 275. Climb 2,500. Clear ILS. Runway 25. Approach. Maintain 2,500 until established. Tower on 118.3. Amber is 1700.
I'm now getting a traffic alert for a plane at the 9/10 o'clock position.
Aldergrove Tower, Amber is 1700 is 19 miles east inbound ILS. Runway 25 approach. Amber is 1700. Aldergrove Tower, continue runway 25. Altimeter 2949.
And there it is, over there. Is that a rogue pilot?
Runway 25. Amber
What's
is
he doing?
1700.
I don't like this at all, it's making me feel uncomfortable. It's about 4 miles away, but surely ATC must have noticed it. Flap set for landing.
Aldergrove Tower, EC6775, ready for IFR departure. Runway 25. EC6775, cleared for takeoff. Runway 25. Service wind 255, 1015.
It's still there.
Cleared for takeoff.
It's on approach,
Runway
it's too
25.
close.
EC6775.
Okay, the green board is now moving, so I'm going to set to approach mode. Now where has that other plane got to? Another traffic alert. Same side, left hand side. Right, time to get the binoculars out.
Departure on 124.9. Contact Aldergrove departure on 124.9. EC6775.
Well, it's an EasyJet, and it shouldn't be there. Something bad is going to happen. Now I'm sure he hasn't been given permission to land, so he should be behind us, not to the left. Now this is getting too close for comfort. Why hasn't ATC declared a traffic alert? I don't understand. According to my TCAS instrument, he's less than 1 mile away. Now I do have an override that will make him disappear. The thing is, he shouldn't be there in the first place, so I'm just going to see what's going to happen. I'm not going to let the passengers know yet.
7 miles northeast, inbound ILS, runway 25, approach. EC717, Aldergrove Tower, continued approach, runway 25, altimeter 2949. Chambers 1700, cleared to land, runway 25. EC717, cleared to land, runway 25. Follows on final. Cleared to land, runway 25. EC717. Cleared to land, runway 25. Chambers 1700.
So we have been given clearance to land, so he should be behind us. The controller has said follow us on final, so his call sign EZ717, so we just need to listen for that. He should be behind us. I can't see how this is going to end apart from in tears. Gear down, hold on to your cups of tea, coffee, beer, whatever you're drinking. It's going to go quiet while I try and land. The big danger is turbulence from that plane. It could literally throw us into the ground. Here goes.
EC717, go around, I say again, go around, acknowledge. Going around, EC717. EC717, contact Aldergrove approach on 124.9. Chambers 1700, contact ground on 121.75.
I'm stunned into silence. That's never ever happened to me before. You saw the wake turbulence from the plane. It just shot me towards the ground. That's why I took manual control. How we haven't damaged the plane, I don't know. We need to have a look at the exterior when I shut down the engines. That was just kind of crazy. But we're down. Apparently, in one piece.
Aldergrove ground, Chambers 1700, request taxi to stand. Chambers 1700, taxi to stand 11 via taxiway Bravo, Lima. Taxiing to stand 11 via taxiway Bravo, Lima. Chambers 1700.
Well, there will be an inquest after the flight, that's for sure. I think somebody may be looking for another job, and it's not going to be me. And luckily I've got the flight data recorder to prove it. The thing is, I don't think there's anything else I could have done. If I'd have attempted to do a go around, I would have hit the turbulence straight away and been pushed straight to the ground. Right, let's taxi to the stand.
Ladies and gentlemen, Welcome to Belfast. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft comes to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is switched off. Before leaving the aircraft, please ensure you have all items of personal hand luggage, checking your seat pockets, the overhead lockers and also the area all around your seat. Do take care when opening the overhead lockers as items may have moved during flight. Please continue to observe the non-smoking sign. May I remind you that within accordance with UK law, smoking is not permitted within any public buildings. Please take care when disembarking the aircraft steps as they may be slippery and narrower than you are used to. The handrails should be used, hand luggage held securely and any passengers with small children should hold their hand. Mobile phones and portable electronic devices may be used in aircraft mode once the doors have been opened. On behalf of Captain Tappers and myself, we hope you have enjoyed your flight with us today and we look forward to welcoming you on board Tappers Airways again soon. Thank you and please enjoy the rest of your day.
Shutting engines down.
Goodbye. Thank you. Have a nice trip. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. It's been our pleasure.
Shutting down avionics. Generators off. And main battery off.
Captain, all passengers have left the plane.
Thank you so much for joining us on board this rather eventful flight today. Until the next one, take care.